I am so sorry. I do not know what happened. Everything looked great, and then all of a sudden, nothing was okay. So I'm going to try again and see if we can figure this out. Okay. Okay, let's see if we're back. We're back. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. I'm so sorry, but anyway, last week we made this card from the Winter Woods paper pumpkin kit, and I thought I would like to make a couple more cards. So that's what we're going to do today. The first one is a shaker card. And to make that, I'm going to take a Night of Navy base, and it will be a regular 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to take a piece of Pool Party, and that will be just it'll be 5 1/4 by 4, and I have just taken this snowflake stamp, and I have stamped it with Pool Party all over it, and then I've cut out a layering oval to give us this. And then I took a piece of the of Night of Navy, and I've cut out, let's see, I have my layering ovals here, and I took the two largest. This one here was the second from the largest, and here I took the second from the largest and the largest and put those together and cut them out, and I got a frame. So here we are. And then for my card, I cut out a piece of window sheet. We'll be using that. We'll be using these things, and from the Nature's Beauty, I stamped and colored in a little bunny. I stamped it in soft suede and colored it in with crumb cake. So then I took a few more elements from the kit, and I'll explain as I go along, and let's get started with this little shaker card. I also am using these little sequins from the Stampin' Up! Catalog, the holiday catalog. So to make a shaker, you really need the, let me get my drawer open here. You need the strips. These adhesive strips. And I think to seal my card, I'm going to use some tear tape. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this piece of Pool Party, and I'm going to make sure I put some tear tape all the way down around it to keep it nice and tight, and we're going to put the window sheet on with the tear tape. So let me pull, and let's see, how big is my window sheet? We have to make sure that, okay, that's not going to work. Put some more down here. And then we need some at the top and the bottom. So right there and right there, that'll work. Actually, I'm going to take this off first. Sometimes the tear tape doesn't want to stick, so you have to just rub it a little extra hard and then it'll stick down. But when it does stick down, it makes a really good seal. Okay, we'll put some right across here. Another piece across the top. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to put my window sheet down. And I think my window sheet is cut at 3 by 4. Then I really don't want these other areas to be sticky, so what I'm going to do is take my embossing buddy and just put that on those so that they don't stick to other things. You can put a little embossing buddy on your window sheet, and then it helps to keep static off. And if you have a Swiffer or something, or I'm just going to use a piece of my outfit here to wipe off any fingerprints that I got on it, and we're going to lay that aside for a minute. We're going to work on the rest of our card, and that will be, we'll take the card that you received in the kit, which looks like this, and I'm going to cut it down a bit. To, let's see, I cut it down to about 3 3/4 by 5 or so. And we're going to figure out where we want that on our card. We can just use this on the back. And I think that's about right. So I'm going to just put that down with some snail right there. And then for the inside of the card, I cut the other side down to a regular 5 1/4 by 4, and we'll do a little stamping on that, put that on the inside of the card. In fact, let's do that right now. I'm going to take the snowflake. I don't know why I have stars on the brain. And this is a photopolymer stamp, so we'll use our little pierce mat here. And I just want to put some stars down in that corner down there. And you know what? I think I want to do them in Night of Navy. Let's just put a couple down here. Let's see, maybe 1, 2, 3. And that looks nice. I'll go over that a little later with my pen to make sure that I get a solid marking, but it's fine. And then let's go ahead and put that on the inside. Again, using snail. Okay, and then for the front of our card, we're going to take our shaker part and take some of these adhesive strips and put them pretty close to the outline of our oval, but far enough back so that you don't see them from the outside or from the other side. We'll just run that all the way around. And we're going to need just a little extra. Make sure you butt that right up. And down here, make sure that you get it to stick very closely to the other one so that you don't have any gaps, because otherwise your sequins will fall out. And I got a little short there, so what I can do to fix that is just put another row really close right there. And that solves that problem. And then we're going to pop the whole card up, so we're going to need some more. So I'll put some here. Here. And on the other two sides. Okay, next we're going to put this on the front like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this flat here. And I'm going to add my sequins right on the front of my little trays. right in the middle there. Then I'm going to take all of my adhesive backings off. Oh, Glenda Lavender from Australia. Thanks for stopping by. If you hear snoring in the background, that's my dog Romeo. He's a puggle and he snores when he sleeps. Okay, that's everything. And we're going to put that down in front of our little card, making sure you get the edges pretty straight before you press it down. That looks pretty good. Okay. And that's our shaker. I think it's kind of cute. Okay, then to decorate the outside, first I'm going to take that ring that I made and go ahead and put some, oh, I guess I could use snail on that too. Didn't bring my silicone mat, but we'll go up in the corner here. No, you know what? I'm going to use glue. Okay, then I'm going to take, oh, I should have done this earlier. Where are these? I should have trimmed this on the sides, but I'll be able to do it. I'm going to take this and put it on the front. I guess I'm having to go on and off my channel today. This is totally nerve-wracking for me. I'm used to being in charge of what I'm doing, and with this YouTube and this live, I have no clue. So sorry about that, and sorry about getting myself kind of discombobulated, but what can I say? It happens. And I think I'll be able to take care of this from the front. So put this down. And I said before, I should have done this before, but I didn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut from the front, where I normally prefer always to cut from the back. Let me get a little glue on this one too. Okay, so let me trim these a little bit. Need a little bit more glue there. Okay. Okay, that worked just fine. Hopefully this will too. There. Okay, and again, the shaker. I'm going to take this little bunny and I'm going to put him on some dimensionals. Maybe one big one and one little one. And I did say before that I got these animals from Nature's Beauty, I think. Yes, I did. So we're going to put the bunny over here. And for a sentiment, I'm going to use, again, the Knight of Navy. And the one that says Winter Wishes. And I'm going to put it over to this edge. There. And again, I'm actually going to cut this off. About there. And I think I'll go ahead and put that on with some dimensionals also. Okay, so this is card number 1 from last week. Oh, one more thing. I want to put a little, I thought I put a bird in here. Let me get one from the other. Let me put these inks before I get in trouble with those. And I should have another envelope around here with another card in it. Oh, here it is. And I know in that one I have the birds, so we'll take one of the little birds. I want to take one that's facing this way and stick that up in the tree over here, and that should finish this card off. If you wanted, you could put some more snowflakes around, I think, or even maybe on the inside, up in the sky, but we'll just leave it like this. Okay, and that's card number 2. And now for card number 3, which is also a fun fold. Okay. And for this one, another Knight of Navy base. It is 4 1/4 by 8. It's scored in 1 1/4 and then 2.5, flip it over and do the same thing, 1.25, 2.5. And then you fold it like this. So it stands like this, well, like this when you're finished, but when you're working on it, you mostly work on it like this. Anyway, what I also did was take a piece, or take the, let me bring my, I'm going to cut a piece from this for the inside front, and then also one from this side for the back. And the back is where you would do your writing. And again, we're going to bring in that piece of paper and the Night of Navy and the snowflake. And again, maybe just put a little bit down here. Here comes Romeo. Oh my goodness, we have more people. Tisha Dorton, thank you. And Glenda, thanks for all your comments. Let's see, and we'll put one up here. Yeah, and that's going to do it for that. Move that over for a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and just put that down on the back because why not? One less thing to think about. And you can just do it with glue or with not fast fuse, snail. You can put a greeting back here too if you'd like, and then you hardly have any space to write. I know that writing on cards is not my favorite thing to do. Okay. Whoops. That's better. Okay, then on the front, oh, and did I say what I cut that to? It was 2 3/4 by 4. And I think this one, the one I do on the front, is also about 2 3/4 by 4. Yeah, 2 3/4 by 4. And I'm just going to put that straight down there. Also with glue. Okay. And then I took a piece of Pool Party, and it was about, it was 4 by, I don't know, around 5 or so. And I just stamped it randomly, as I did with the other one, with Pool Party ink. And then I just cut it into 1-inch strips that were 1 inch by 4 inches. So I have 4 of those, and I'm going to put them on, well, put the first 2 in here, and then we'll keep going. I don't know what the fold of this card is called, but I've seen it several times, and I kind of liked it, so I thought, give it a shot. You can make sure that all of these line up with each other, but I don't really think it matters, so I'm not being too picky about which strip goes where. Okay, then I think I would like a few of those sequins, the little snowflakey ones, or whatever they are, up around the tree here. So I'm not too far up because this is going to be covered, but just maybe a few in here. So I think I'm going to just dot some glue There's 5. That should be nice. And sorry, I can't talk and place my snowflakes at the same time, apparently. I do find these lives kind of difficult to do. Hopefully, I used to find my videos difficult to do. There's a little star and some snowflakes. But I've kind of gotten used to those, but these are still nerve-wracking, especially when you start and then all of a sudden it stops and you have no idea why or what you've done wrong. But anyway, let's continue with this card. And I'm going to take a couple of strips of Night of Navy. One is cut at 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. The other one is cut at, I believe it's 3/4 inch. Yeah, 3/4 inch by 4 1/4. And what we're going to do is lay the card this way and move it over like this. And I'm going to attach the smaller one, or the smaller one at the top. And I'm going to come in just a little, I think 1/8 of an inch from each side, or well, about 1/8 of an inch from each side. And so I'm going to put my glue on my strip, assuming I can find my glue. There it is. Okay. I'm just going to put it on the ends. And I'm going to attach it, like I said, about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch from the edge, but right at the top. Same thing with this one, right along the top. And then same thing on the bottom one. Kind of want to do a card like this with the snowman thing. I think that might be fun. Okay. And then make sure that you don't put any glue on the inside of that. It has to be able to go freely. Then we can go ahead and put on our side panels. And same thing on the other side. Ryan Morrissey, how nice to see you. And Mary Schamberger from Wisconsin. I have relatives in Minnesota, a lot of them. My mom's side of the family comes from Minnesota. My dad's side is native Californian, which is kind of unusual, really. Okay, so there we go. now we're gonna just do a little decorating on the outside, and I took the trees. The trees look like this, and I just cut off one side, one set, and I'm going to put one tree over here and then the other one over on this side. I want the shiny sides up, yeah. And let's see, let's cut them. They should be 4 inches. So I will do that. Cut them down to 4 inches. Yeah, better do it with this because I can't tell inches on that. Okay, so 4 inches. And again, 4 inches. All right, and they're gonna go, this one's gonna go over here. There. Oh, didn't get that one very straight down there. Okay, that's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. Boy, it's hard to see the shiny side. Yeah, that's the shiny side, okay. And then, let's see, I wanna put, I think I'll do another bunny down here too. So let's put the trees on. And this one's a little easier. It's got a little thicker trunk. All right, and then I'm gonna put a little bunny there and maybe pop him up. This bunny was just stamped with, I think it's soft suede on crumb cake, and didn't color him at all. So, you know, you can do whatever you choose. Oh, actually, maybe I don't want a big one there. How about a half a one there? Because I think I want him poking out of the edge. Okay, maybe like that. Then for the sentiment, I think I'm going to take, let's see, I think I'm just going to put it like that. Oh, let me stamp it first. Okay, also with Night of Navy. And this time I think we'll use the Season's Greetings. Okay, and I'm going to put it then on top of this with a little bit sticking out on each end. I trimmed it down from the original length of that piece, just a, I don't know, ½ inch or so, because I didn't want it quite that long. Okay. And then I think we'll put that flat down. Maybe just like that. And so that's our third card. It does sit up nicely, and it does fold flat and fits in a regular envelope. So there you have 3 cards. Let me put this ink away before something really bad happens. Oh, and again, I think we need a bird. So let's put this little guy right here. Okay, so that's 3 cards with the paper pumpkin set from October. This one, you could also put maybe a couple more snowflakes or something up there. And then our shaker card. And then our card, which is very much like the original card, except for I add layers because I have to have layers on my card. That's just the way it is. And then they all have these lovely silver envelopes, which I guess you could stamp too, but I think they look nice just the way they are. So there we are. And thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. We post usually late Tuesday night and Thursday night, although Ryan's going to be traveling this next week, so we'll see how it goes, but we'll give it a shot. And that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed the stopping by. I enjoyed having you come by. See you later. Bye.